Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about laboratory, life laboratory that we can go and experiment different stuffs, tools, and that over time that helps to more productive, do less things, and more productive at the same time. So before dive into our topic. If you need help, I'm Fahad. I'm writer and content creator, and you can check it out. You can read my article in online LinkedIn and put it in the description below. So let's dive into our topic. We are experiencing lots and lots of challenges in our life nowadays, especially in 21st century. We all have in computers in hand 24/7, and we are scrolling, searching, and we are in comparing others in our life, and so so on. So in today I'm share what my lab and where my lab and what I'm trying to do and what work and what not work. So all things, and I hope you can get it some valuable insights lessons from my experiment that I'm used to do. So let's go. In my lab is always and always and always. I want to do consistently. I want to improve. I want to progress, and um, I have to see in where I am now and who I am, and because of in my life, in for me, I'm struggling because of I'm overestimate what I can do, underestimate what I have, who I am, and this over time I go to lab, I learn about behaviors and psychology. I learn about the from my lab the imposter syndrome, perfectionism, and I learned that because of many times the force behind is comparing me to others. This goes to I want to instincts that I want to do better than people. I realize it, and the imposter syndrome, it. I'm not good enough. We are not good enough. I'm not worthy. When I experiment from my lab, mm, I get the results that this about name it the imposter syndrome I'm experiencing, and how to overcome. I'm still to experimenting, and I'm using to do to learning new skills because of that helps our neuroplasticity learn and learn and learn again, read and read and read again, and that almost all can do it. And that helps to overcome many of the challenges. So choose a lifelong learner and curiosity all the way, questioning so and so. This I experiment recently. In front of me, many of obstacles and my life because of many time I feel fear of failure, and sometimes I feel look at that and do little bit, and look at this, do little bit, and overall not progress anything because of million million things, many things to same time to. And I realized that do less things, focus on less things, and only one at a time. That's changed my life, and go to deep work on one thing that I realize the progress of that thing is enough for me to survive. So in my lab, I learned about our mind. Mind is a prediction machine. Mind is also a survival machine, and sometimes it's linked to survive us, and because of we want to survive in front of tiger, we want to survive, and any questioner asks, we want to survive our identity. We are not bad, we are good enough, we are worthy. This kinds of survival in every time happening. In, sometimes it's not true because of we don't have enough what we think, but we don't know what we know. These all things I learned from my lab, and am now I am in my lab is for thinking and idea generation and productivity. And I learned in last week and about how to enjoy the process, and how to approach any task little bit less seriousness and sincerely, that lower the bar what we are doing, and so forth. Because of I learned took from Ali Abdal, that the doctor turned entrepreneur, and he says even in brain surgery, heart surgery, the surgeons, doctors approach less seriousness in background, little bit of music and some fun, and because of the if you are in approach like this, you can perform better even in the life death. They are recognized that they can perform better when the lower the bar, little less seriousness and more sincerely. So this helps me to be more productive. And when I'm approaching anything before I'm intimidating and freeze flight mode, and know I can approach all things less seriousness, more sincere, and lower the bar, enjoying the process. Same like the from Ali Abdal's doctor's point of view, less seriousness, little joke, and some integrate some playfulness, and that uh, we can perform better and not going to put it off in middle. And we know many entrepreneurs experience the quitting and many YouTubers in starting their journey and they are going to quitting, and these all are our material evidence. We can see it and we can also look at our own life. We are in to not finish any tasks. We are try this and that and many of things, but we don't enough focus one thing and not focus on one thing and not progress in anything in our life. This is the reason we are in far behind. We are in the mediocrity and we can not go to top performers how they are approaching things like that. And one more things I find my lab is the time management and scheduling and the importance of goal setting and write down your goals in somewhere, and that's more likely to do, more likely to go and achieve your goals. So I'm experiment my lab about, and I'm start to write down my goals and learn about steps when I fail, and learn things from the who are performing the field of productivity and what their life look like and how they manage their time, how they schedule, how they dedicate different tasks, how they manage their life, like the wheel of life, health, wealth, and relationship. And I learned stuffs from them, and what I learned is write down goals and prioritize things and focus on things that matters most. These all steps I learned before I am too much messy and I'm not know which direction I want to go, and I'm choose in randomly many ways, but in mid the journey, in middle the journey, sucks in my life and not reach my point where I want to get. So this I learned from my lab. As you can watch, you can write about the topics about the productivity, and goal setting and prioritizing. You can get many information from internet and something like nowadays very freely and cheaply we can get in book summaries like stuffs, and we just, if you want, you get it in whatever you want. That's also, I figure it out my lab, and I'm trying and trying and trying and not give up. And so if I can, you can too. All can to change if you are dedicated for thing you want in, you want see in your life, you want your life go to another level, new version. Mm, you can change, write it right now, you start it, write down your goals and make prioritize and learn stuffs about the productivity, why quitting happening in middle in any field, and how to our thinking is to a resource of our future life, and know about yourselves, who you are and what resources you have and what skills you have, and not over comparing, analysis paralysis, and think rationally and move towards your goal in systematically, because of we have thousands and thousands of thoughts in daily and thousands of decisions, thousand hundred and thousand of ideas we have, and we don't organize and we don't do in systematically, we don't focus on what matters, as we are more likely to distract and sucks our life. So learn new things and know about the imposter syndrome. The phenomenon is many of are having that idea is we are not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. These things to we can know the bridge between the perfectionism and imposter syndrome. We are in comparing ourselves to others and we want to do better than them. This is commonly we see. So how to overcome, we can learn and curious mindset and positive mindsets and learn things right now, start right now what we want, and make a system like ideal week and what you want in your life, figure it out and where you are now, and you start from current selves and you contribute waiting your future selves to celebrate, and think like that, a system you make for achieving your goals. If you are not subscribed yet my channel, please subscribe and make sure you are feedback, what you think about and how this helpful or how can improve. So recap, in today's video I'm just trying to explain about my lab and the experiment, in what experiments in, works with my lab, and how that experiment helps me to identify the fact behind the imposter syndrome and perfectionism, and the importance of lifelong learning. And so I'm like to read books, and that helps me, and I hope you as well, you can less the screen time and use the thing what you want in your life, what matters in your life, instead scrolling and wasting your valuable most valuable non-renewable resource, that time we are not used efficiently, and we have not a to system to works our tasks, to do projects, and so on and so forth. And so make sure you write down your goals and prioritize things, and for all things you have to dedicate a time in your schedule, your calendar, weekly calendar, and a habit of reviewing, reflecting in end of the week, and plan ahead. This all helps you to doubling your productivity. And when you are stuck in somewhere and you are quitting in midway, so if you are applying these things, this method that many high performers they are choose to do in their life, and we are in unique people, unique our interests, and learn new things, and neuroplasticity, and that we can learn anything, and we use our time and trade our time for good, the resources that helping for our future selves, future life, and future career. And the simple way is read books that years and years of experience in a few pages, hundreds pages, 200, 300 pages we can get, and many of summaries freely available. So learn about new things and read about what you interested, what you want. That's the good way to overcome the imposter syndrome and the perfectionism. So that's it in today's video. This all about I give you my experiment in my lab. Thank you for watching.